come and people mad and concerned about the date. And I told you guys, what is the big rush? The fight is gonna happen. People said no, the fight's getting canceled. Now it's happening. Just a bunch of lies. Why were people so concerned about the venue as if they're making money and hosting the event? Like they need to know. Like I didn't even understand that. You know, who cares if it happened in Houston, if it happened in New York? The people involved, Tank's team, have been in the business of boxing for several years. If there was a reason to pull the plug or not have it happen in Houston at this particular time, then that's a decision they made. You have people and content creators and fans, and they were so invested. Why is the fight not happening in November? Why is it not happening in December? Is it going to be in the Houston Rockets venue? And I told you, hold your horses. Tank will announce when he's ready. Boom. It's exactly what he did. They got the reschedule. Press conference is coming right up. Switched the location. They said they had venue issues. Clearly, they had some kind of issue with the venue. Maybe the place was too big for this fight. I don't know. You got to ask Tank's team at PBC. And when they went to reschedule it, maybe the venue's booked up because the Houston Rockets or, you know, they had to recalibrate. And since they pushed it back to March, maybe that changed it. And, these things happen. It's boxing. There's a lot of times where, they said that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they were going to try to do in the West Coast. Then they seen Canelo was fighting the West Coast. They moved it to New York. These things happen in the sport of boxing, for one reason or another. I remember Eddie Hearn, when Julio Cesar Chavez ducked a drug test, they went to test him, and the fight was supposed to happen with Danny Jacobs in Vegas. They moved it to Arizona, and then people were throwing shoes and beers and stuff because of Chavez quit in the fight, right? But the point is, there was a venue switch. The intended initial venue, for whatever reason, was switched out. Same thing here. So I didn't understand why people were so concerned as if that changes. They'll do what makes the most sense for Tank. He's been moved in the appropriate way. He's definitely a star. So it's like, why do you have content creators who are more invested in it? It's just like people are trying to find things to be mad at or nitpick or hate when it comes to Tank Davis, and I never understood that. Why
Sharing my
change the date?
link.
Why is it not in Houston? Is it going to be back in Houston? Like, who cares? And anyway, now we know it's happening at the Barclays Center. And what's going to be interesting is, speaking of Haney and Garcia, that fight happened on April 20th, and it didn't beat Tank's record in terms of the live gate. So how you do a fight with Devin Haney, who was undefeated, and Ryan Garcia, who this was a year after he fought Tank, and then you can't beat Tank Rolly record that he set. So it'll be interesting to see if Tank can beat his own record with a Lamont Roach. And that's going to be very telling, because you see a guy like Tank, he's so popping, he's able to fight. Rolly had like 15, 16 fights when he fought Tank, right? So he's able to fight these guys who aren't like necessarily huge household names and still do these great and respectable live gates and very firm business. So it proves that Tank is that dude. It proves that Tank is that dude.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Ugh. Finally, who do we have? Who do we have? I mean, I'll just play with anybody, whatever. I don't care.
Ninja should peer into the true nature of things.
Entertain me.
I have no blind spots now. I have no blind spots now.
You ready to fight, bro?
Do you truly not realize just who I am?
Ooh. Who are you? Like my music.
Bomb rotation.
On the other side.
Bomb rotation. Oh, no, no.
Calm down there, dude. Hit him.
Right here.
I got a bomb. Hit you out of the way. Look on the other side.
Bomb rotation. Take this. Oh, no. Ready to go.
Ah, I was about to disconnect.